sometimes the loudest cry is silence. You're welcome to Straight Talk with Seyi Senuga. I am your regular host on this weekly broadcast, and today we shall be digging it deep into another scintillating topic. Today we shall be talking about relationship between parents and children. Remember, Straight Talk is all about relationship as it's called across the boss, the employee, the school principal, and the students, and of course, sometimes the presidents of a nation and the citizen. And today we want to just streamline it to parents, like I said, and their children. This topic says, I didn't know my child was hurting. It's a topic that cuts across, so it's not just about, even if you're not yet a parent, I want you to sit back, relax, and then hear what I have to say. Peradventure, you will save a whole lot of stress having your own children as well. So we want to look at the things that make children to go silent in families, how children can discover this on time, how they can communicate often with their children, and of course, be the best friend of their children, because that is how it's supposed to be. So join this conversation and talk about parenting, communication, and creating safe place for our children to speak. All right. So some of the most painful words a parent can ever say are not words of anger. They are words of regrets. Like, I would have done it better. Maybe I should have done it this way. And I pray that that will not be your portion in the mighty name of Jesus. So I didn't even know my child was hurting. Like I said, today, children are living in our homes, eating our food, wearing good clothes, looking good. And even sometimes their friends look at them and like, wow, you are enjoying. And then they look good. They look smart. A lot of them are very, very intelligent in school. And so they become the icon in their school. Yet carrying emotions we have never asked about. So how do we get to this point? They laugh, they go to school, they even obey us. But inside, something had heard a conversation that is never triggered. Blaming parents is about opening our eyes, because when a child stops talking, it's not respect, it is not peace. We are talking about the pain children hide and how parents can create homes where children feel safe enough to speak before it's too late. So at this point, I want to ask, are you a parent? Are you approachable? Or are you always tired? Are you a present parent or absentee? You are never there, even when you live with them under the same roof, or they never get your attention. I would like you to take one step at a time with me. A quiet child is not always a happy child. When you see your child always quiet, and that child has never been that way, then you need to start asking questions. First of all, let's look at the common reasons some children don't talk. I know children are different. Even as a parent, if you have 4 children, 5 children, you will know that they are not the same. There is one that always wants to stay in his or her room. There is this one that is everywhere. There are children that the moment they arrive from school, the neighbors know that they are back. And there are other children that all they want is just their quiet space. They don't want noise. They don't want anybody to distract them. I know we all have them. But when you have this particular child who you know is outspoken, especially when the child is not in your premises, within your premises, and the child talks with friends, you see a child discussing with friends in church, you see a child laughing, but when the child gets back home, it's like a snail that just snuck back into its shell. Number 1, fear of punishment instead of understanding. Maybe you are the type of parent that always want to just dish it out. You want to give it big. You want to show that you are the daddy of the house or you are the mommy of the house. So every slight mistake, you either beat, punish, or even go as far as disgracing them. Because of that experience, they don't even want to tell us anything. Because they know by the time they say, Mommy, this is what happened in school today, or this is what I did, and you are like, wow, you start, some parents even start shouting. They don't communicate at all. They don't engage the children in any way, but they keep shouting, and this irritates children a lot. Number 2 is fear of disappointment. You know, some parents would make it look as though that child should be dead by now. Why would you do that? How on earth could you do that? And then they make it look as though the other children from the other compound are far better than their own. So fear of disappointment. Oh, this, oh, that. I remember a particular story. I'll go into it briefly. Back in primary school, I always score the first position. You know, in the 80s, when you get the first position, you get prize from the school. And then every year, I get prize from the school. And this particular year, I will not forget, I was in primary 5. And I had this injury. The injury is actually on my leg. I mean, happened on my leg. The mark, for you to know, since that time, is still very, very obvious for you to know how bad it was. So I couldn't go to school for a whole term. I had to go through a lot of treatments. It was so deep. That was when I knew that God is so merciful. You see veins, you see everything going on in your leg. And I couldn't go to school. And that year, I got 8. And one thing that came to my mind was what I would go through. In our house, if you get 3rd position, you are like dead meat. My uncle would talk, my auntie would talk. Only my grandma will always say, Emma Palmo, you don't kill this child. They will keep on saying this, the person that's called, come and describe the head of the person that got the first position. They will want me to describe how big or small the head of that particular student was. And I discovered that I just had to get that first position. So, like in school, is it that I'm first or second, third, as in worst? So that year that I got 8th position, I did not go home. I put my report card in my gown. We use this check gown. I put it inside and I sat there. There is this parent that was just walking by and was just slapping the child, beating the girl. Do this one, the lad, blah, blah, blah. So she cited me and said, what are you doing there? I said, I failed. She said, you see? You failed, you will not go home. All of you are the same. She started talking. And then she said, let me see your results. And when she saw it and she saw 8, she said, how many of you are in your class? You are 30-something in your class. You got 8. I said, if I go to my house, they will kill me. They will kill me. So fear of disappointment, because I know already that I shouldn't go home. So this woman was filled with rage. I said, let me take you to your house. Where is your house? She was my angel. Because she took me to the house. She asked my grandma to promise her that nobody in that house will beat me. That was the only year that I did not go through trauma. I always go through trauma. If peradventure something goes wrong in the house, you see this one will talk, this person will talk. A lot of people will want to say their mind on that same issue. So we as parents, we must learn to at least hear our children, hear them out. Later in the year, when I said, wait, it was 8 out of 36 students in the class. But though I felt bad, but it was not that bad. Are we together? So please, fear or disappointment, make children to withdraw. Imagine if that woman did not see me. Imagine it is this age and time where there is so much rumor and happenings around. And somebody will just pick up your child because the child refused to go home and say, don't worry, I will take you to your parents. And they will not take that child to the house. What will you do? Okay. Number 3 is past attempt to talk. Past attempt to talk that were shut down. There are children that they dare not open their mouth to say anything. Not when the thing happened, not after. You know, you can actually tell a child that, okay, anytime I'm talking, you don't talk. And the child will understand. And later the child can come to you. And you can tell the child, do you know why I punished you? Did you know why I said that? And the child will talk to that child. Or sometimes some parents don't even allow the child to talk at all. Not at the moment, not later. What you will hear is say, hey, what has happened again? Some will even knock on your door. Mommy, I want to see you for something. Say, I'm tired, not now, not today. and tomorrow you will not be available. All right. So number 4, homes where children are talked to. They are talk at. Yes. You talk at them. You don't talk with them. A child you talk at every time. Have you done your assignments? Have you cleaned the plates? Have you trashed the bin? Have you done everything you are talking about? Talking to the child is all about either assignment, work, either this or punishment. Or you remember the child of what he or she did the last time. You have never had the opportunity, you never create the space for you and the child to even sit and talk as father and a child or mother as a child. You always talk at them. You don't talk with them. You don't know what they are going through. Such a child will definitely withdraw from talking to you. So what are the signs that a child is hurting but not saying it? This is what we'll be looking at when next you see me on your screen on our next episode of Street Talk with Seyi Senuga. Until that time, I want you to embrace your child. I want you to talk with your child. I want you to ask questions. I want you to focus on them. Pay that attention to every detail around them. Check their bags. Ask them how the school went. Ask them about their new friends. Make sure you know all of your child's close friends, especially. Then we'll be talking so much on this the next time we'll see. Till that time, I remain Seyi Senuga Adeto. Don't forget to comment, to like, and say your mind on today's topic and share your experience as well. Bye for now.
Straight talk, real talk, truth you can trust, no fluff.